Hello and welcome. Thank you for being here today. Excuse the mirror. I'm excited for today because we are going to be using the horse palette from Hourglass Cosmetics. And why am I excited about this when it looks like it may be too light for me? This was exclusive at Sephora, and I'm looking at the shades. But why I'm excited to use this is because there are not a lot of videos on YouTube with this. And so I'm like, well, let me just see what it's about. So what we have right here, this is Soft Light, which is a finishing powder. I'm hoping it works under my eyes and all over my face. We have here Mood Exposure, which is a blush, and you can see that it's marbled. And depending on how much of the dark marbling it is determines how light or dark it is going to be on your skin. And so for me, this looks very pale. This here is Supernatural. This is a highlighter. These two are blushes. This is Iridescent Coral. This shade here is Iridescent Rose. And this is the bronzer, they say, and this is Bronze Light. So we're going to do all of these, but first we need to get our base face done. I did do the brows. Thank you for being here, and I am going to do the intro as I get started. Hello and welcome. My name is Dion. I call this the crazy troll nation of YouTube. Why do I call it that? I forgot to put on eye cream. I do have on full skincare though. The crazy is knowing it's okay to be your authentic self in a world where people will tell you who and how you should be. The troll part is not caring too much about the beauty community standards. You set the standard for yourself. Try not to feel like you need to use a certain brand, a certain tool, or a certain technique because that's what somebody's telling you in whatever video you're watching. Wear whatever you want to, however you want to get your makeup on in a way that you are satisfied with it. I don't know about anywhere else, but here, sometimes I'm not organized. Even though I have mild OCD, self-diagnosed. Of course, I'm a clinician by trade. Here at the Crazy Troll Nation, we believe in self-acceptance and self-love, embracing our natural features, enhancing them if you want to, when you want to, but never feeling like you have to. Listen, love yourself for who you are and for how you look, even when you're not wearing face paint. So that's what the Crazy Troll Nation is. That's our motto. That's what we stand for. I hope it resonates with you. If you've heard it before, I hope that it has become one of your daily affirmations. If you have heard it several times before, which I thank you because that means that you've been here rocking with me. I hope that it has become one of your, daily affirmations. Why do I feel like I said that part twice? Two things about me. Sometimes I curse because sometimes I curse. And the other thing is there's an organism that lives in my throat that randomly hiccups, gurgles, and belches. I try to be aware of it to say, excuse me. Sometimes I really don't notice it till after the fact, meaning after the video is live on YouTube, at which point I cannot do anything about it. So if you hear something, forgive me in advance. So this is the Real Techniques 200. Yeah, the 200 brush. I do really like this for foundation. I did not wash the brushes I used in yesterday's look. I didn't even wash the palette. So that's what I was digging for. So this is the heart-shaped one. I did not even use all of the primer foundation on here. I did 2 pumps of the primer, 1 pump of the foundation. And this brush does not absorb a lot. When I use the Sigma brush, I do use all of it, and it doesn't even seem like it is absorbing a lot, but apparently it does, because this, I usually have nothing left. My eyes are more puffy than usual, looks like to me. I woke up to get up about a half hour ago. So I got up, did my skincare, had my regular breakfast of oatmeal with Vietnamese cinnamon, and I started watching something on YouTube, and I really just wasn't watching it because it was only a 20-minute video, and I ended up just rewinding it to the beginning and then turning it off. And then here it is 11 p.m. here on the East Coast, and I want to at least say I did a video today. before we cross over midnight into a new day. So I'm like, let me just come here and get this done. Don't tell me. Okay, here's one that I want. So yeah, today is October 25th. So I don't know what day of the week it is. I think it's Saturday. And so if you know, you know, like why my mood is the way it is, but I am insistent on at least doing something that I enjoy doing. And I do enjoy doing videos. I enjoy doing my face, stuff in my calendar, other than, you know, trying to make it a point to do a video is continually getting shifted. And so at some point I'm going to need to just get stuff done. But yeah, that's where I am right now. The days are still where I don't want to do much. I want to just sleep. And yes, I am still grieving. It runs its own course. So this is one of my happy places. Sitting here with you all, watching me do what I do, and me talking to you. And so that's why I'm here. And so it is very much also a coping mechanism because it is one of my happy places. And so let's do what makes us feel good. So we're going to go ahead and just jump into this palette. What brushes am I going to use? Am I going to use different brushes for everything? That's why I got so many brushes to wash from yesterday. I think we're going to just use a bunch of the Sigma Soft Collection brushes. So we have 6 things in here. I'm just taking out Soft Collection brushes and we'll see what we use when we use what we use. So 2, 4, 5, 6. So I took out 6 brushes. Okay. And so we're going to be using the F08. We're going to be using, I'm going to have a lot of brushes. I got 4 of those. Of course I do because I really like them. We're going to be using 2 of the F11s. And we have out 3. I got all these brushes to wash. This is the F43. And I do really like these brushes. When they first came out, I bought a set and I liked them, so I bought more. If I like a brush, I do buy more. So, what are we going to do first? We're going to do the bronzer first. And we're going to use this brush for that. Excuse me. And so this is Bronze Light. So we're just going to see. I do think it will work for, yeah, it will work for me. The tone of this, just off of that, it looks like it would be a nice blush for me. The tone of it. And I don't know why I feel like I'll be surprised if all of this does work for me. And I'm wondering, like, why was this exclusive only at Sephora? But I do know sometimes they do that. Sometimes there may be like a palette. What year was that? I forget. But years ago, they had a palette that was exclusive to Barney's. And people were like, did y'all know this even existed? Like, why? And so I don't know why they do that. And I was also thinking when I was looking at this one, for this to look like it's for light to medium skin tones or fair to light medium skin tones. I'm like, why? And we know it's Hourglass. We know they're not inclusive. But it was like, why would you just put out just one that looks light? But, you know, we already know the answer to that. And so I do like it. It's there, very subtle, but it's there. And this would be something I could not mess up on. And I kind of feel like this entire palette would be like that. I really do hope that soft light does work under my eyes. Dim light doesn't work under my eyes because the undertone of it makes my under eye discoloration look darker. And we don't like that here. So now we're going to, there's 3 blushes in here. So we're going to use these 3. These are all the F43 Sigma Soft Collection. So we're going to use these 3 for the blushes. And I'm looking at this like, we're going to take this one and we're going to use these 2 kind of as a blush light type thing. So we're going to take this one, which is Iridescent Coral. And there is a coral something in one of the other new ones from this year. And so, oh damn. Okay, so we're going to, that picked up a lot. And this brush does say soft angled cheek brush. It picked up a lot. Oh man, and so even with all of that, and I'm just like tapping, I'm not tapping off. Not tapping it off, I do get a little bit more color. I'm wondering if all of the blushes in here will be like blush lights for me. And for as much as I pressed and wiggled, for as much as is on the brush, it's like, where you at on my face though? It's very much there, not there. And I can see why, even though they sold out, I can see why there's not a lot of videos on it. But we'll just leave that there. I have an itch on my nose. Where's my powder brush? I have an itch. So this, it does show up. There, not there, can't mess up on it. If I just wanted to just put something on just to look like there's a little something maybe on my face, question mark, this would be it. It is really pretty. It is very pretty. So we're going to put that brush away. Now we're going to go to Mood Exposure, this one. I think this will be a nice blush light for Lavender Blonde from House Labs. I have not been using any of my Hung Vango. I haven't been using any of my House Labs because I've been using these palettes. So I'm just trying to get it all over. So we're just kind of pressing and wiggling. And so we're going to put this over here, like in this area, and the apples of the cheeks. She pretty. It shows up more in the mirror, this mirror that I'm looking at down here, than where you are. This probably will not make a difference. Just a little bit. Very pretty, very subtle. Yeah, let me just keep that off. Ooh. Yeah, let's just keep that off. So yeah, I mean, it's there. This is something, as I was saying, if I just wanted to put something on, I didn't have time to think. Like if I use Acai Sky from House Labs or Watermelon Bliss from House Labs, I have to just be like, okay, let's just go easy, build it up a little bit. Where this, I can just go ham on it. You see, I keep going in and yeah. So those who do soft glam, natural looks, even if you're my complexion or lighter, this is what this will do for you, but it's no longer available. There's a shadow right here. I can see it. It is pretty. Yeah, so now we're going to come down to Iridescent Rose. And this might be a nice blush light for, we're pressing and wiggling, for Watermelon Bliss. And so I do see me using these more than the ones that I used to have, because I would always declutter them. But because now I'm using, like, you know, 2 blushes, 2 bronzers, 2 highlighters, all of that, and I am doing things to get a gradient blush look, bronzer look, highlighter look, I do really feel like, and I have done it already, use these in conjunction with other blushes that I have, and even other bronzers that I have. And so I don't plan on decluttering them, but then I didn't plan on decluttering the other ones either. So they do both show up. It's very natural. And what I like is that they don't make me look dusty. So now we're going to take the highlighter. We're going to use this for the highlighter because we only have this brush left and this brush left. This is also a F43 soft angled cheek. So yeah, I did have 4 of those. So the highlighter. And this is Supernatural. And so I'm anticipating this being light as well. So we're just going to tap really lightly. Their highlighters do be highlighting, even if it's just a shine and no color. Like they do. Yeah, this is pretty. Extremely subtle. Very pretty. Dare I say a tad dusty looking, but this has this on it. This side. So maybe that's that, because this side I'm not, well, yeah, it is looking a little dusty. But the shine, here it doesn't, but in the shade, I think that's the ring light behind where my phone bracket is that's causing that shadow. So we're going to put that brush down. We have one more thing to use, and I'm going to split up this video and not do like a whole thing or the eye look, or should I just go into the eye look in the video? Excuse me, that I have oatmeal in my teeth. So soft light. So we're going to do soft light. This is the finishing powder. I am hoping it works under my eye. It doesn't make my eye discoloration look a little bit darker. I don't like this under my eyes. I can't tell if this is making it a little bit darker or if it's just because my bags are very prominent right now. And even this eye, you can see where it's swollen up here. It's one of those hard sleeps where you wake up and your whole face is puffy. Yeah, I was sleeping hard. Grief has me sleeping hard. So I don't know. I'm gonna have to use this again another day. I don't think it's making my under eyes look darker. I'm gonna go ahead and turn this light back on. I don't think it's making my under eyes. Oh, I look so pasty now. Oh my gosh. Turn that back off. Yeah, I do think it's the ring light. The ring light is on a slant, and I need to just like shift the bracket. Excuse me. Now we're going to take this brush from, I have two of those. So now we're going to take, if I do the same thing, y'all, I'm going to be like, this brush from Lethal Cosmetics, and we're going to go into soft light. This brush is too big for this. I'm not going to use that brush. This is the thing too, is what brushes will comfortably fit in here without touching everything around it. So we're going to take this brush from Blend Bunny that was on sale. So we're just going to wiggle it, move it around. And this is definitely for lighter complexions. I mean, even lighter than me. Like, yeah, it's working and it is pretty. It does look better, not in the super bright light. But, am I disappointed that I tried it? No. Because I did just kind of want to see. Because I'm like, you know, I can say I'm glad that it is a little something, something. Okay, so just to recap, we have the bronzer on both sides. We have this blush over here. We have this blush over here. We have this blush on both sides. So we use these as blush lights. Forgive me if I just confuse you. This as a blush on both sides. This one. This as a blush light over here. This as a blush light over here. And then the highlighter on both sides. And we put this under eye first and then all over. So we have used this entire palette. And their powders are phenomenal. They just need to just handle business. And so that'll be it for this portion of this video. Thank you for being here with me. And I do kind of just want to go right into the eye look. I really kind of do. I really kind of do. But we're not. We're going to go, and so you'll see me soon. Wait, let me do a picture for the gallery. Did I show y'all the front of it? I don't know. So we do this side because this is my prominent bag. So let's do this for the gallery. And there's a shadow. Alrighty, how are we going to do this? Y'all, I'm struggling. Struggle bus.